Hey y'all, how y'all doing?
Hey, hey, how y'all doing?
Y'all know that sound. Hey y'all, welcome back. We are no longer the milk carton series, so I thought in our very first video, let's talk about why we changed, what is happening, what's to come, and I thank you so much if you've been riding with me since day one. I appreciate you. And I got some questions that I wrote down for myself too, so we can stay on course, because y'all know how I can get if you've been following me. And yeah, let's talk about why we left YouTube for almost a year. So my very first question is, why did I take a break from YouTube and what did I learn during this time? So I took a break from YouTube because I was depressed by the content that I was doing. If you are new here or if you have been following, then you know I was doing a crime channel. I started because of my cousin Jahida and my nephew Andrew, who both were tragically unalived. And that is why I went off to college to get my forensics degree. And then I later went off to get my master's in human service counseling, crisis response, and trauma, because I realized that the forensics, I wanted to be a crime scene tech, and I realized that they did not want your girl. That's okay, they missed out. And I just realized that maybe God has something bigger for me. I believe that I'm a great listener, storyteller, and I think people feel very comfortable with me. So it felt good to start that, and I think that's what God needed me to do. He needed me to start it because it allowed me to get comfortable behind a camera. It allowed me to share so many stories that I hold near and dear to my heart. But it only allowed me to focus on, I feel like, two types of topics. It didn't allow me to expand in other things that I really wanted to do. And it started to depress me a little bit. It started to take away my light. And because I was going through my own grieving with losing all my parents, and my granny, who was also one of my parents, she raised me. It just did not fit with my soul. And I just kept beating a dead horse. I felt like I would do the content and then I would just not be happy. I wasn't giving it my all. I was just uploading things just to get it on the platform. And I said, you know what, Steph, like I had to have a real talk with myself and say, is this what you really want to do, Steph? Who are you doing this for? We know you want to do it for your cousin and you want to do it for your nephew because those stories did not get a lot of proper media attention. We know that, right? But what else do you want to do? You do not have to be subjected to one thing. And so I started brainstorming, and this is why it's so important to listen to God. Like, he just kept putting things in my space where I was like, wow, I really love talking to people to share their stories. I really love listening to people share their stories. I have my own story. We all have a story that should be heard, right? So I started brainstorming. I told my sister, like, I think I want to do a podcast on my YouTube because I just feel like it would be a great environment to talk about so many different topics, because where I am at in my life is I am healed. And I have been through so much that I think it's important to give back and share that story so many others can be inspired to continue from those same type environments to continue on, right? So that's where the raw reflections with Steph came in. I started brainstorming and it just hit me like real raw reflections, because that's who I am to my core. And if you've been following me, you know I try to give the utmost respect to anyone's story that I covered, and just the fact that I'm very authentic. I'm authentic in my personal life, my relationships, my friendships. I show up authentically me. So I was like, why not, raw reflections with Steph, because I mirror myself and I want to give off that great energy to other people, and I just felt like I was just, some of the energy, I'm an empath, right? So I take on a lot of energy, and it was just becoming unbearable. So that's why I decided to take a break. I wanted to really figure out my next direction. And I said, when I come back, I did explain in my community post, but I said, when I come back, I'll do a video, and here we are. So happy New Year. I hope that you guys are ready to rock and roll with me. I have so much that I want to do, and I'm relying on myself to stay consistent. You know how like you do things? I'm a very consistent person, right? I'm very disciplined. But it's just this one area in your life where you cannot tackle. And I'm like, I'm going to tackle it. I'm going to get better at this. And that's why, as you see now, like I don't have anything fancy going up. Why? Like I almost stopped myself saying, well, you don't have this stuff for your podcast. You, like all of my equipment was sitting in my den where we, kind of like a little smaller office. And I was like, oh my God, where's my batteries? Where's my Sims card? Like, I don't have anything. And I was like, you know what, Steph? Prop this damn camera up on your vanity, put your lights up that you do have, and let's get to it. You don't need to be fancy to give the content. Why? Because you always show up as your authentic self, Steph. And you know what really changed the game for me was TikTok. Being able to be my authentic self, hair looking a mess, no makeup on, and just being me. Like, you don't always have to be put together to share content. Be you. Because why? People can relate to that because that is who I am to my core. So my next question I wrote down for myself was, what am I most excited about as I return to creating content? I'm excited to just give real raw stuff. Point blank period. Like, let's get back into it. Let's start creating, whether it's a vlog, whether it's a podcast episode, whether it's showing me, whether it's me talking about a topic. Like, I want to make my YouTube about me because that's what it should be about. You know, that is my niche. And I just feel like there's so many things that I want to do. And it's like, I felt like I was so subjected to 1 to 2 topics with my crime channel. Like, I couldn't really do vlogs. I couldn't really do traveling. I couldn't really do this. I couldn't really do that. So my mind was always feeling like, And as a Sagittarius, it's like, I want to do so much. And it's like, I don't believe that I can't accomplish anything because why not? Why not me? Why not you? Is how I look at life. So my third question I wrote down for myself is, what type of content will I be focused on moving forward and why? Like I told you guys, it's going to be, like I said, the channel is Raw Reflections with Steph. So it's going to be a broad things because I am the brand, you know, and I had to realize that as I watch other YouTubers, like you are the brand. Make your channel about you and then incorporate what you want, you know. Like I said, vlogs, podcast episodes, you know, me and you chit-chatting, maybe somebody else chit-chatting. Like, I just wanted to be me, the Raw Reflections with Steph, you know, just creating great positive vibes and discussing so many topics around the world, whether it could be crime related. It could be something that has happened in someone's life. Could be, how did you break, you know, generational curses, or how is your marriage surviving? How is this, you know, things of that nature. And I plan to stay consistent. I'm not really sure of my schedule yet. I have created when I do want to upload. I'm thinking Fridays. So let me know if you like Fridays. I'm thinking Fridays. I think that is the perfect segue because it's, you know, more, I won't say more mature content, but it's like, I just feel like it'll be a little bit better because it's a Friday. Many people might be at work. Many people may not. And I'm not really sure about the time. But let me know if you. So my other question is, what impact do I want my content to have on others? I always want my content to inspire and uplift people. If you've been following, then you know I always say that. I want my content to spread love and light, always, no matter what. Because we live in such a daunting world where there's just so much going on that we need more people to spread love and light. So there's that. And yeah, I just wanted to pop in on here. I didn't want to just come give you guys an episode of whatever and I didn't explain where I've been, what I'm doing. I'm just really excited. Like I said, being authentically me. I don't have to be perfect. You don't have to have everything to do the things that you need to do because God will provide. And that's what I had to tell myself for 2025 is be intentional. Just do everything that you need to do and stay consistent / disciplined. And God will provide everything that you need, Steph. Like, why are you worrying yourself? Hasn't he always come through? And I was like, you're right. You're right. You're right. So I am excited. I thank you guys that have been following me for as long as I built my baby, because I built this baby brick by brick. Okay? Brick by brick. And I am excited to build it again because I did lose my monetizing. So my scholarship might be on hold a little bit. And I do still want my scholarship to raise money. I think that still allows me to incorporate the Milk Carton series into, you know, Raw Reflections with Steph because it is good to give back. And one day I hope that it can continue to, amount to send somebody off to college. I think that is something that I have always wanted to do. And even if it's like $500, it's something that can help somebody out there along the way. So I am excited. Like I said, thank you guys for rocking and rolling with me. If you've been here, you an OG, you know YouTube is not easy when you have so many people putting out content. But I believe that if you show up as your authentic self, the right people will follow you. And y'all got to stop worrying about people supporting you, because God will bless you with the right audience. Find your tribe. And that's how I look at life. Find your tribe. We're going to put all foot to that damn gas. Do you hear me? And we're going to come after everything that we want in 2025. So yeah. So thank you guys for checking out this video. I am excited. And we're going to get it together, y'all. We will. Why? Because I am in such a great space to come back and give you guys the content. Okay? No matter what that type of content is, just support your girl, okay? I don't know. Support me, don't support me. I don't know. But until I see you guys, again, let me add, like I said, I don't know my schedule, so let me know if Fridays are good for you, or if you have another day that you feel like I used to do. I don't think I'm going to be uploading a lot. I think because I'm getting back into the swing of things, it might be once a week. It might be bi-weekly, depending on how I can, get this thing going, and we'll take it from there. But you will have content because I'm going to stay on my own neck, okay? So I hope you guys are doing well. Happy New Year. Chase your dreams this year. Be intentional and go after everything that you said that you were going to do this year. Do not wait for a soul, okay? Bye, guys.